Okay, so UECDL is our electricity distributor in Uganda. And in the past couple of days, this company has just been showing us paper. Has just been showing us paper. So tell me why. Actually, electricity just came back like a few minutes ago. Yesterday, there was no electricity. It went at around 4 p.m. Electricity went off at around 4 p.m. when it started drizzling, not even raining, drizzling. It starts drizzling and boom, power goes off. And then they go on Twitter and post this. So they basically post, switch off your power to save energy when power goes off, when they've already switched off electricity. Now, before UECDL came in, just giving you a backstory, there was a company called Umeme that was giving us, that was distributing electricity. Now, when Umeme left, they handed over to UECDL. Actually, this company existed for such a long time, like for a long time, because I have an uncle who has been working in that company like for 20 years, and I never understood what they were doing. But these are actually our guys for electricity. So when they shifted power back to them, turns out they're actually worse than Umeme. So the first day they took over electricity, Ugandans were mad. They were all on X like, Umeme come back. You know, like when you hate someone and then you let them go, that's when you realize the next person that comes is actually worse than the first one. So let's read some tweets from yesterday's saga. So now, first things first, we are not familiar with the name yet. The previous company was just called Umeme. This one is UEDCL or UECDL. It's actually UEDCL, which is Uganda Electricity Distribution Company. So it's a government agency in the first place. So yesterday, after they switched off power, they sent a tweet. You know, they sent a tweet. And this is okay, I feel like it is hard for me to switch from Twitter to X. But they posted on X saying, is it raining? Stay safe. Remember, they switched off before the rain even started, you know? It didn't even rain, actually. It was drizzling. So they tweeted, is it raining? Stay safe. Switch off power from the main switch during heavy storms or floods. Why are they telling us to switch off electricity when they've already switched off? Let's read the comments. Someone commented, you guys are failing Ugandans. How can the entire city be in a blackout? It rained, we switched off, and the power has never returned. Oh my God. And then the funny thing is they keep responding. So they're like, update from the team on ground, power has been restored. Let us know in case. And then someone commented, we have not had power in their area around Africans for 36 hours now. This is nearly 2 days. What is going on? The entire area is dark. And they went ahead and also put their account details and all that, the location. And then they're like, please share your phone number so that we can register the complaint. So one thing I've seen consistent with this company is that they switch off, not like Umeme. Umeme used to switch on specific areas while some areas have power. But these guys, they just shut down the whole city, like... And then someone say, it stopped raining long time ago and power is not even back. And then someone goes ahead and be like, which power should we switch off? With now almost 2 weeks without electricity. You think this reference runs on our business? Now I've seen that most people are now switching into solar energy, and this is gonna be tricky because this company is doing us dirty. So we have seen that in the comments, some people are actually putting serious concerns. For example, this person says, in here we have not had power in a month. And the issue is the transformer has not been working and we have not been running business. What is the problem? Now, such areas that experience such issues, normally they switch to power. Now, as someone who has lived in the rural areas, you know, the rural areas, most people don't have access to electricity and they rely on solar energy. Now, if you're out there and you're looking for alternative electricity, you just need solar, a small solar panel, and then you invest in the battery. I think also that's what I use when, much as we have electricity, our distributor is different from I don't know, I think it's still UECDL, but like our distributor is Wenreco. If you're from West Nile, you should know it is West Nile Rural Electrification something 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 something. Yes, and the power they pump is from the West Nile. Our power is totally different from this, and it's so reliable. And when power goes off in that case, we had solar installed before we were connected, because like I mentioned, most of my time I grew up this side, so like we rarely went to the village, but we had the solar panels before we were connected to the public electricity. So you realize that most people actually have access to solar panels. It can be only for lighting, for charging phones. So all you need like a small solar panel and then a battery. That is it. Because generally in the village there is no much use of electricity, but in our home we use it a lot because we have what is it called, this machine for grinding, a grinding machine, something like that, and it uses electricity. So that is why my dad had to like get the electricity out there. But still, I feel like the issue with UEDCL, this has been crazy, because in the area where I live currently, I've been living in area for quite some time, like for a long time, maybe since 2019, maybe 5-6 years, and it is very rare to see power go off for like 2 days straight. It's rare. Normally it would go off, or if it is like gonna be off, they would send us SMS and tell us, or Mama would tell us power is gonna be off from 8. They'll send you a day early so that you know, from 8 to 5 p.m. because we are doing some sort of maintenance work, whatsoever, blah blah blah, and they'll send you an SMS. So you would just basically know that, okay, tomorrow a full day there will be no power, and trust me, by evening the power would be back. But this went on for 2 days straight. You people, I've been sleeping like, because I can't work, my laptop is off. I had some power, you know, like I also thought the same, like maybe power is gonna come back after an hour or two. When it stops raining, it did not come back. So UEDCL, do better. You can try to improve the service, like give us notifications if power is gonna go off, tell us the durations, and also like don't switch off the entire city. Because me, normally, if like my area doesn't have electricity, I can go over to my friend's place and work from there where they have electricity. And if she doesn't have electricity where she is, she can come to my place and we, you know, work. But this time around, you're calling this, do you have power? No. Do you have even the coffee shops, they rent their generator to a point where they had to switch it off. Like seriously. So anyway, this post is just to show you guys what's going on. And then also, one thing I am grateful for is that I have had guests, and some guests are really crazy when electricity goes off. And I'm so grateful that my guest, only one complained, but he was like, hi, it's okay. He's from Zambia. It's like, it's okay, we experienced that a lot in Zambia as well, you know, stuff like that. And they were super nice. I was like, oh my god, it's out of my control, but if you feel you need electricity urgently, I can move you to another apartment that has maybe electricity or a backup electricity. So to all people running businesses, make sure you have at least some backup electricity. For me, all I have is the lighting, rechargeable light. However, if you consider getting like an inverter, they are quite expensive, but I think they are worth it. If you're doing it for business, it's quite expensive. And or alternatively, you can do the solar energy if you are using it for business. Yeah, otherwise we can't trust UEDCL, you know. Maybe this is their first year, let's give them a chance, and you know, we can't do without them and we have no choice. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.